So, I'm filming out here today because we get about 1 hour's worth of sunshine on the back porch, and I figured I'd make the most of it, even though it is still -1. Which is nice, it's brisk. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was something I've been meaning to talk about for a while. Never got around to it, because moving to Canada takes a bit of time. Essentially, what I was going to talk about is life. Future, thoughts on the future and that sort of thing. You can agree with me, you can not agree with me. Really, if you do agree, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know also and tell me why. So, what my thoughts essentially are on how people respond to the future, and the fact that I think we spend far too much of our lives thinking about what we're going to do with the rest of them. We spend most of our lives deciding what we're going to end up doing, what we're going to be finally one day. You think too far ahead, so far ahead. It makes you forget about making yourself happy now. People need to focus more, I think, on the now, and maybe not ignore the future them, but give the future them some space. Because when you think about it, if you look at what you want to do now, or what you think you want to do now, future you might not agree. Future you might totally change their mind. Think about the amount of times you've changed your mind about what you want to do over your life. Think about when your teacher asked you when you were 5, what do you want to be when you grow up? What did you want to be? Do you still want to be that? If so, awesome. That's like amazing god-tier future predicting from a 5-year-old. If you don't, then I think pretty much everyone's been in that same boat. Think about what you wanted to be 3 years ago. Do you still want to be that now? Probably not. The issue we encounter there is that society presses that upon us as much as it possibly can. Teachers actually ask young children, what do you want to be when you grow up? Which is ridiculous. Please, stop that. It doesn't make any sense. How is a 5-year-old going to have any clue? The job that you do, that you may die doing, not doing, just the last job you do. Anyway, the job that you'll do when you're a fully grown, adult, mature person probably doesn't exist when you're 5. And if it does exist, it's a totally different job. Entirely different job. And that's why I feel like that's a silly question. I feel like we should more than focusing on future events, you should focus on a little big thing now. And when I say little big thing, I mean something that you will thoroughly enjoy and get a lot out of, that doesn't take your whole life to achieve. So focus on that, and maybe if you want to build on that afterwards, continue doing it. Do it for as long as you like, but if it's something you haven't fully fledged your whole life to, you won't feel so bad about leaving it behind if you need to. If you think about it like this, the universe has been around for roughly 13 billion years. If you're lucky, you might live for 100. Now, that's about 100 millionth of the entirety of the universe's age. Or somewhere around that. It's 7 zeros, 7... I don't know, it's a very small amount of time that you're going to take up. Now, I don't say this to make you feel insignificant, because human life has only been around for the last... not many, really. I mean, the Earth's been around for a third of the age of the universe, and human life's been around for such a small span of that. But the problem is that everyone realizes that their life needs to be done the way everyone else wants it to be. Now, that's a rubbish concept. That's an entirely stupid concept. If you spend your entire life just trying to make yourself happy, now consider that for a moment. Don't do what other people need you to do. Don't do what other people ask you to do. Just do what makes you happy. Now, people often ask me, for example, when I flew over here, people go, what are you going to do when you get back to Australia? In my mind, that's a if. Well, I mean, eventually I will, but how soon that will be is a different story. In my mind, it's more of a, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get there. But people aren't happy with that. So I usually go with I'll study or something, or I'll go back to my job. Whichever it is, because people seem to think that you're a lost cause or you need guidance if you don't have a severe plan for your future. My plan for the future, my guidance, is to remain happy and forward and cheerful and keeping myself satisfied. And maybe when I get back from Canada, truth be told, I'll move on to my next little big thing. If we all spent our 100 millionth of the age of the universe trying to make ourselves happy, if we all spent our 1 in 7 billion people in the population trying to make ourselves happy, imagine how much nicer the world would be. Imagine how much better you'd feel knowing that everyone else around you was happy. Imagine how much better everyone else around you would feel knowing or hoping that you're happy. Imagine if that was it. As long as the happiness that you strive for, aim for, want, need, doesn't affect anyone else in a negative manner, then why should it be a problem what anyone else wants you to do? Why should you worry about society's views on what you should do, on what a fully functional human being is? Because, I mean, look at the world. Look at the fully functional human beings around you. Do they function? Are you sure? 'Cause most of them don't. And the ones that do don't function very well. Anyways, that was something I wanted to tell you for a while. Thanks for listening. If you liked this video, click the thumbs button, the up one. If you want more of my face, click the subscribe button. If not, we'll catch you next time.